Love, this for all my boss babes. Go through your boss stage. Love it how you boss, babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you're doing and pursuing love. This for all my boss babes.
Boss fam, really quick, you have got to start automating your sales process. I know you love your cleaning business. This is your baby, but you can't do everything. You're trying to run a business here. So automate your sales process so that you can have more time to close deals and grow your cleaning business. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the CEO. You're the owner. So you are responsible for growing the business, not doing all those small day-to-day tasks. And if you don't know how to automate your sales process, I have a guide. So go in the link in the description and download the guide. That way you can start automating the sales process and start growing your business and working on your business instead of in it. Love you guys. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. What's up, boss fam? It's your boy DJ the Boss, and I am back with another Tuesday Cleaning Business Live. Thank y'all, the Cleaning Boss family, for being the realest community on the internet, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. Make sure as you come in, where's your manners, man? Hit that like button for your boy. Make sure you hit the like button. That shows it to more people, lets more people know that we are live, and we can have more people in the community get better questions and answers, and we can all benefit from having more people in the community. So make sure you hit that like button, be a good community member, and yeah, hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate y'all being here. Today is unplanned like a mug, so I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I don't have my Red Bull, I don't got my snacks. I'm usually set up, but today it was raining. I had to take the bike because the transmission is out on the Benz. But we in here. I made it either way. So if y'all see me on Instagram, y'all saw me all soaking wet and all my bike gear. But I'm here for the community, for my family, for the boss family. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna get into some stuff today. Jenny on the spots in the chat. I see you, Jenny. Shout out to Jenny, one of the OGs of the Cleaning Boss family, who's killing it right now in her community and her business. I'm super proud of Jenny. So y'all give Jenny some love, man. Y'all should be watching what she's doing, man. If y'all can find Jenny and her company online, pay attention to what she's doing, man. She's shaking and moving out here, and that's what we got to be doing. Today I ain't got a whole lot of stuff to like chit chat about. I just wanted to tap in with you guys. I'm gonna bring whoever wants to come up to ask questions. So if you want to come up, I will get that link in the chat for you right now. Let's see. Boom. Link is in the chat. So if you want to come on and ask a question, then feel free to do so. I can't wait to help everybody. That's one of the most valuable things I do on this channel is, this real-time communication back and forth from my community. So you guys get to ask questions in real time, see my response, and see what I'm thinking about these things in the business. And hopefully we can get you guys some help, and hopefully get some of you guys to the next level, or get any of those unlocks that you're looking for to get your business where you want it to be. So that is in the chat, and we'll get to that in just a second. Shout out to everybody. Let me know where you guys are tapping in from. So we got Canada in the building. It's like CRX is looking for the link. So if you're looking for the link to Cleaning Boss, we'll talk about Cleaning Boss. If you're looking for it, you can just go to mycleaningboss.app. So you will not find the app in the App Store. We are not there yet. To get into the App Store, there's a whole lot of regulations and things that you have to go through, and approvals and things like that. And so we're not there yet, but the app is still ready. You can still use the app. Just go to mycleaningboss.com. The link is right there, scrolling at the bottom, mycleaningboss.app. You can go to .com too. It really doesn't matter. The .com is a little bit different from the .app, but the .app will get you directly into the app once you hit sign up or log in. So really dope. I'm loving Cleaning Boss. We've had a lot of updates. We've fixed a lot of bugs thanks to the initial people who joined the app and were reporting bugs and issues that they were having. But it's awesome. If you don't have a way to like manage the locations and your employees for your cleaning business, like having them clock in and clock out, we have GPS timekeeping features. So they can, you can set it to where they can only clock in if they're actually physically at the location, or you can bypass that and work on the honor system and just keep track of time when they decide to clock in or out. You can put your checklist into the location so that they know exactly what they need to do in each of the sections of the building. It's awesome. I think it's a little bit heavy-handed. So the downside of the app, so for your residential cleaners, right now it's definitely more set up for commercial cleaners because I'm very, very big on recurring revenue. And recurring revenue is the key to business. So if you're in residential, I highly, highly encourage you to start thinking about some way to make monthly subscriptions or recurring charges for your clients. I wouldn't go and just be doing one-time jobs all the time. So you want to have that consistent revenue coming in so you can be a lot more predictable. Sign people up on commitment terms, 6, 12 months, 9 months, whatever it is. But that'll give you a better use case, and it'd be better for your business first of all, and then you'll make Cleaning Boss a lot better for you to use because it's set up to kind of have repeating locations and things that you service all the time with the same schedules or and different people. But Cleaning Boss app it's awesome. I'm loving the way that it's going. I'm loving everyone who's using the app. I appreciate all you guys. The support means everything in the world to me. The Cleaning Boss app is what I am focused on. It's my baby. It's probably what I want to do like primarily. So this channel and Cleaning Boss is kind of where I want to spend the majority of my time going forward. I am back in my cleaning business, so I'm back as the head of GCO Commercial Cleaning. I've stepped back into that role. Took a while away. Probably about 14 months off from GCO from my cleaning business, but revenue started to slip and I don't want to get, go too far. So I'm back, bringing in revenue and running my business. So I hope everyone is, in good spirits and ready to get something going. Let's move this ticker. Definitely go to mycleaningboss.app if you haven't already and get signed up, man. It's really cool. In order to scale, you have to start implementing systems. There's no way you're going to get to that next level of you not doing the cleaning if you don't implement systems. If your cleaners don't know what to do when they get to locations, they don't have a way to let them know what location they need to go to. You need something for that. You need a system for that. And so if you're cleaning every day yourself and you can't figure out how to get yourself out of the cleaning, this is how you do that with software and systems like Cleaning Boss. So now you can actually watch what's going on and see that buildings are getting cleaned and be able to just manage, focus on managing the business and getting more clients and making sure that all of these locations get cleaned to your standard. And so you need systems. It's not going to happen without it. You're really going to run yourself ragged. You can make good money as a cleaner. I promise you can make good money self-employed. But if you're trying to build a business, you have to start implementing systems and putting in the software and the procedures that's going to get you out of you doing the cleaning yourself. So even if you are still doing the cleaning and you're not ready to like completely jump out of the cleaning, as those new clients come in, you put them in the Cleaning Boss, make that checklist, send your employee out there to clean that for you, and you just take the profit and start getting used to running a business the actual business way, which is where you're not doing the day-to-day task and your employees are, and you're actually watching the data and moving things around from that 30,000-foot view. And that's what Cleaning Boss is. That's what Cleaning Boss offers you, is the ability to be anywhere in the world and see what needs to be cleaned, who showed up for work, who's not showing up for work, how much of the tasks were actually completed, how long it took to complete each of these tasks. I think Cleaning Boss it's absolutely amazing. It was a game changer for me when I started using software like this in my business, and I think it's going to be absolutely incredible for you. And it's something that we built together, so I'm even more proud of it for that. It's something that I designed and came up with based off of the questions that you guys asked over the years and my experiences in the cleaning industry as well. So. But shout out to everybody for being here. I don't got a whole lot of spill. I just wanted to come in and chat with you guys and bring some people up. So again, if you want to ask a question, make sure you click the link in the comments. And it says like a StreamYard or whatever, the link that says StreamYard, click that, and that'll put you backstage and we'll be we'll bring you up when it's time to ask a question. If you want to come on and ask a question, your camera must be on and your mic must be working. So make sure you test all of that stuff before you hop on. And once I see that you're backstage and on camera, then I'll bring you up. So let's see. Assured Cleaning, Assured Comfort Cleaning. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for being here. Like Oscar, you're in a private chat. You gotta get into the regular chat. Oh, that's because you're backstage. All right, cool. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm still moving around. Let's go through some of these comments. Moses Ramirez in the chat. Shout out to Moses Ramirez, always on the lives. I appreciate you. Javier Medina, my dog. Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you? So finally made it to the live, man. Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hopping on. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. We have, it's 13 people in here right now. We should have at least 13 likes on this video, on this live. So Travis Bailey says, "Big bro, please don't end these Tuesday lives. I am trying my hardest. I really, really want to find a way to keep this going because I think it is really one of the most valuable things I do for the community. And but there's a lot of things coming, so I may have to skip some. So we got to make these last ones or these next few ones extremely, extremely valuable. And that's not all on you guys; it's all me. But if we can make these extremely valuable, then we'll try to keep them going for as long as possible. But the schedule is getting hectic. I almost didn't make it today, man. You guys saw me on my Instagram. I was soaking wet on a motorcycle trying to get here. That's dangerous. So it almost didn't happen today. But thank y'all for showing up. I'm gonna keep showing up for you guys. If you guys keep showing up for me, I appreciate it. I love it so much. I did have a topic that I wanted to talk about today, but I'll chop back in and I'll chop in and out of the what I wanted to talk about for today, which is and basically just getting things done and what you need to do to get things done. But someone's backstage, so I want to go ahead and bring them up and get this whole thing started. So Oscar, if you're ready, I see you backstage. I'm gonna bring you up, and we're gonna see what's going on, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Oscar, how's it going, boss?
Good.
Good to see you, man. Good to put a face to the name. I've gotten messages from you on IG, and I've seen your comments here on YouTube. So it's glad to finally put a face to the name.
I'm sorry.
How's business? How's everything going for you?
Great. We've been almost in business for a year, and it's been going good. Just trying to get to your level, man.
Amazing. So so how many clients are you at right now?
Well, mostly it's residential.
Residential? Okay.
I've noticed that, it's good, but I want to break out and do commercial. So we have recurring clients. The roster's not too big, but it's enough to get what we need done.
Yeah, you started, get revenue going into a business. I do it that's what I was kind of just saying about residential. I love residential. You could do really high volumes, but it's a lot better when you have recurring income. But just compared to commercial, like one commercial account could be 7 of someone's residential accounts. And I mean, yeah, it's a little bit easier to get those residential accounts, but I feel like it's the same effort. It's just bigger amounts of revenue for commercial. So I definitely encourage everyone to get into, try to add some commercial. Even if you don't want to be a janitorial company specifically, you should definitely have some commercial accounts that can kind of beef up your company and give you something to kind of stand on when times are rough and when you're not getting as much of the primary business that you want to get. At least you have some revenue that is going to be there. So I'm really, really big on commercial. I try not to down residential. It's just I just don't see I don't see a path in it for me. I love the bigger revenue numbers that come with commercial. Yeah, but you have your residential clients on a recurring contract or recurring payment system, right?
Yes, we do.
Nice. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, you're in a good start. Then it's just volume. Then you just got to get a whole bunch of them. Mm-hmm. So what's going on today? What can I help you with today? What's kind of your biggest question for today?
Well, today I had a great opportunity. Actually, there's a new business that opened up near where I live, and I actually just walked in today, and it's a showroom for furniture.
Nice. You just outdoor knocking?
Actually, I was on my way to a job, and I just stopped at the place before I went to my job.
Oh, see that, man? That's hustling. That if y'all are not paying attention, do you hear this man? Business is going well. He's picking up. He's drumming up business. He got an opportunity because he's just out there working. On his way to do something else, saw an opportunity and stopped it. That's the type of hustle that you have to have. You're not if you don't want to do those type of things, if that's doing too much for you, you're not going to make it in any industry, let alone the cleaning business. It's this is nothing but work. That's the work. Is you see an opportunity, you take your lazy ass over there and go get the opportunity. Hold on, let me go turn this heater off so I can actually hear you. One second. Oh, I had to warm up in here, man. You gotta see I'm in motorcycle pants. Like,
Hey, dude, I used to ride.
that's
I was a little jealous looking at your bike.
my helmet back there. My jacket is raining out here in Seattle, so riding in the rain is not my favorite thing to do at all. So I am I had to make it here for you guys though. But all right, so we got the big opportunity. Tell me a little bit more about it.
So I'm not used to these kind of I don't really know where to begin when it goes to pricing, because I know what I can do as well. My wife, she's also my partner. We work together. We know what we can do as far as residential. I mean, we've done post-construction jobs of 5,000 square foot homes, but it's different. And I don't really know. I haven't really done a commercial job yet. So anyway, the gentleman liked it. He liked my how I introduced myself. I basically was like, hey, I just saw you open. Do you have cleaning services yet? And he said, no, not yet. And I am looking. And he goes, I would really like to work with you. He goes, are you bonded? Are you insured? And I go, yes, absolutely. So he goes, great. He goes, I'd love to work with you if, obviously if the price is right. So he gives me a tour. He tells me what he needs. Right now, he's just looking for a weekly cleaning for an 18,000 square foot showroom. And he just wants, dusting, mopping, and vacuuming, and he has 2 bathrooms.
Okay, so why do you feel like you have no idea where to start with pricing? You're already kind of doing something. You already have some idea of kind of how long certain tasks take. So what do you feel like is kind of blocking you from coming up with an actual price?
I guess you're right. I just haven't done it for a commercial yet, and I haven't nailed one yet. So I don't really know the market quite yet for commercial.
So I think you're overthinking it a little bit, just a little bit. So you're right to be concerned, but you're slightly overthinking it. Like, it's not going to change a whole lot. The cost of labor is going to be the cost of labor, regardless. It doesn't matter if you're cleaning a train, if you're cleaning a building, if you're cleaning a house. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to pay people based on how long they were working. And so you kind of already have most of the information that you need, at least to make a decision for, based off of what you and your wife have done. You know how long it takes you guys to clean a residential bathroom. You know how long it takes you to clean a post-construction thing. So you can imagine that it'll probably take you a little bit less if this is like a commercial space that's an office. So you can gauge it around an area, around a time where how long you think this, cleaning this is going to take you. And from that, you know how many hours it's going to take. That gives you your cost. How much do you plan on in the future paying your employees? And then you add your profit percentage on top of that. And so it doesn't change. It doesn't change much. And you kind of have to, in the beginning, feel your way around because you don't have like commercial experience. And so you're just going to have to try. And once you know your cost, you know that's the number that you can't go under. So regardless of if they're price conscious or not, if they only want to spend $100 or what have you, and some people are like that, like I only want to spend a couple $100 or what have you, then maybe you can try to design something to fit into that. But as far as like everything that he wants done, you have to give him a price that includes what it's actually gonna, that's gonna be above what your cost is. So you know how long you and your wife are gonna be there. At least you have an idea. If you're wrong, then you adjust and move on. But that's why I kind of always do like a 30-day trial period. They still pay, but in the first 30 days, I say either one of us can cancel and move on with no hard feelings, just to make sure it's something that we both actually want. Now I still do that in my business to this day, and so. If you get it wrong, then that's the window that you have to go ahead and find that out and correct it. So if you say you bid it for 3 hours and then you go in there and every night you're taking 5 hours, then you obviously bid it wrong. And at the end of that 30 days, you need to renegotiate. Like, hey, after we've been working it, we noticed that these things are different, and this is actually going to be a more realistic price for this job. Or, hey, this is working great for me. I just want to make sure everything's working great for you. Should we continue on? And they'll say yes, and then boom, you're into your contract after the 30-day trial. But yeah, I mean, it's you don't have to overthink it. There's not going to be like a magic number. I generally suggest for beginners that after you calculate your cost, whatever you're going to include in your cost, if you have overhead or you're trying to save for a certain thing, or whatever's in your budget and your hours, whatever percentage you want to allot to those other things, and whatever your labor cost is going to cost you, I generally recommend to beginners to mark up their services about 30% to start, just to kind of. It's not a super high markup. It's not extremely profitable. You're not going to be rich off a 30% markup, but you'll be profitable, and it'll give you a number that shouldn't scare away clients. It should be a number that should be understandably, something like, okay, I can see how it costs that around that much. And so 30% is that markup where I like to kind of tell beginners to start off with, from whatever your costs are, however you want to calculate your costs. But I would start there if you're afraid of asking for more. If you really just want to try to get some yeses, you can start there, and then you have some wiggle room. So if they're going to sign on for longer, then you can come down a little bit on that profit margin and give them a little bit more of a break, as long as you don't come down under your cost, right? So as long as you don't come down under your cost and you stay profitable, boom, you gain that experience, you gain that client, you got that revenue in your business. You put them in the cleaning boss, assign a cleaner to it, and then you move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Does it kind of clear it up a little bit for you?
Yeah, I guess it's just having to get over this first hump, I guess. Like I said, having no experience.
It's intimidating. Everyone's kind of like it is a little bit intimidating, but it comes from a place of just inexperience. You just don't have the experience, and the only way to get the experience is for you to do it. But you don't have to feel like you're an imposter because you are an actual businessman. You're already in business. This is just a different thing that you're doing. So yes, this will be your first time, and you don't have to be dishonest about that. Like, that doesn't turn businesses away if they're your first commercial client. You get to lean on that and say, hey, you're my only commercial client, so I'm going to focus on you. I'm going to make sure you're happy because I'm going to make you the example so that I can get more commercial clients, and that'll make them feel good. That'll make them like they understand what's going on, and yeah, you just have to show up and do a good job. That's it. But you don't have to feel like an imposter. You belong here. You belong in those rooms. You're a businessman. You belong talking to other business owners. You belong there, man. And you're like, you know how to run a business. You seem to carry yourself like a professional, and you belong in those rooms. I don't know if you were on my live last week, but I talked about like.
I missed it.
Okay, so you didn't get to hear the crackhead Michael Jackson story. So that was my imposter syndrome. Like, I grew up in a neighborhood where like there was a lot of like drug use and crack, right after the 80s and the crack epidemic in the South. And this one like fiend always like no one in the neighborhood even knew his actual name because he said he was Michael Jackson so much. And to the point where like, as we grew up with this man, he ended up stabbing someone because they argued with him about not being Michael Jackson. And so in my adult life, as I saw another like Michael Jackson impersonator, I'm like, wait, does crackhead Michael Jackson believe in himself more than I believe in myself? That can't be the case. Like, he knows damn well he's not Michael Jackson. You are a business owner. You are actually a business owner. Believe in yourself. Believe that and trust in that. You know what you're doing. You're in this. You have good intentions. You actually want to do a good job. You just want to be a profitable business. So lean on that. Trust yourself, and don't stop overthinking things, and kind of just get in there, get your feet wet. One client isn't the end. Like, so even if you were to go and blow this up and completely mess everything up, this isn't the end. You're going to have more clients. You're going to get more opportunities. This one just kind of came easy, so I know you want to grab it. It's really important. It's right there in your face, and you want to grab it. But even if you mess this up, man, business is for the lifetime. And so if you think about it, this is for the lifetime. This is just one client on one day and one opportunity out of the thousands of opportunities that's going to come over your business career. So you just got to stay in it, man.
That's great. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, I'll definitely take that and try to just present something, and hopefully it works out.
Yeah, that's all you can do, man. Sell. Believe in yourself. Sell the benefits and sell what you think is gonna how you think it's gonna help them. And I think you'll be in a good spot, man. If you need anything else, then definitely hit me up, and I'll be here for you.
Well, I mean, I would love to know a ballpark, like
a ballpark. So
yeah, ballpark figure.
Let's do it then, because I think you're just being lazy right now. So how much would you pay? How much would you pay?
I'll accept that, but again, it goes with my inexperience.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. You have experience with math, so I'm like, let's do it right now. I'll pull out my calculator. How long do you think it's gonna take you to clean? You did the tour, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how long do you think it would take you and your wife to clean it?
I don't know. I went a solid 4 hours probably.
Solid 4 hours. Let's go 4.25 so let's say it's not you and your wife and it's cleaners actually cleaning. They're going to be slower than you and your wife because you're the only ones who actually care about the business. So you got to give some leeway to people who aren't you and your wife, right? So 4.2 hours, and it's once a week, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that times 4. So it's like 17 hours a month. So not bad. So what are cleaners getting paid in your area?
I would say like 15 to 20. Like 20 is probably like a high, unless they're doing like
So let's go
more
right in the middle.
specialized
Let's go
work.
right in the middle. We'll go $17 an hour. So we'll do that 17 times 17. So 289. So our cost would be 289 a month, right? So that's what it's going to cost you in employees. 289 a month at $17 an hour for your 17 hours, right? So we do plus 30%. That's 375. 375.70. That's where I would end up at a 30% markup. Make sense? So you're going to spend your 289. You're going to make your 30% and get 375, and you could run your business, do more marketing, pay for some software, or just pocket it or what have you. And that's how that works. It's not like overly complicated.
It's funny because I did do these, and I some figures, and I got something around there, and this is good, man. Thank you, because it's just
absolutely. That's what I was saying.
makes
I was
me
like,
feel better because hearing it.
Do the work. Trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. Trust yourself. You're so scared to make a mistake that is making you inactive. Like you're scared to mess it up, so it's making you not move. That you cannot do that. You have to move. Be okay making mistakes. Be okay getting it wrong. Be okay. I've given people numbers that don't make any sense whatsoever. I've done it, and they look at me crazy, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I carried the one in the wrong spot. I don't know. I messed that up. But what do you think is realistic? Let's go with that. What's your budget? We'll work within that. So even better if you have a budget from the client. So if you got a budget from the client, then you can even more design, purposely design something that you're going to be profitable in.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
For sure.
Hey,
yeah.
Thank you so much for hopping on, man. I really appreciate it. I think this is going to bring other people a lot of value. So I think because you asked this question, other people are going to get a lot of value from this video. So I really appreciate you hopping on. You've been amazing, and it's hard to kind of hop on in public and be vulnerable in front of people. So I really appreciate you. You're really helping a lot of people, and that's kind of how I built this channel. So I wish you the best of luck, man. I know you're going to kill it. Get out there and kill it, man. Remember, you got some wiggle room. Go out for some bigger accounts. Try to get some multiple day a week accounts. So the 5 and 7 day a week accounts, that's what commercial's all about, man. That's where you're going to see that big revenue, because at once a week, then you can't get over $500. I generally don't like to go anywhere for less than $2,000. So you want to try to find those locations that need you 5 days a week or 3 days a week at least. So, and then you'll see those big numbers start to come in and roll in. If you're focusing on those, if that's all you're looking for, and that's kind of all you're going off of, these small ones will come in and it'll be ice cream on the cake, but you'll be excited for every client that you get if you're focusing on 5 and 7 and 3 day a week clients. So, but you're on your way to something good.
I do have one of these pending.
Nice.
Hopefully, well, they're not ready yet. The place is being built. And we're talking to, I guess, the coordinator, and she wants to work with us. So we already have the plans, but since we actually haven't seen the place, I don't think it's fair for us to even start quoting. You
could always give them. You always give people a price and have them hang on to the price, and just kind of, reach out to us when you're, just keep following up. Just keep the relationship. That's it. Just keep the relationship. It seems like work, and it is, but keeping that relationship is key, absolutely key. Like I used to go to certain bars and certain places where I knew like the owners of the buildings that I wanted to target, and just so they noticed my face, so that in the event that they ever are looking for a cleaner to replace in the Amazon building or the Facebook building, I hang out with these people so that when the time comes and they end up seeing my commercial, because I know they will, because I target my entire area and I retarget everyone who's ever interacted with me. I know once they see my face and then they remember that that guy looks familiar. I've also hung out with him a little bit. That's it. The deal's done. The deal's done right there. So that's another thing. Another tip for everyone else is be in your community, be a part of your community, be in places where other business people are, be professional the entire time. Put out content in your community and about your community so that the other people in your community will pick you once they see you, once they have a need for your service. But we're gonna see if we can get some other people on, man. Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you, Javier. I think that was valuable. I hope you guys were taking notes, man. I let go a lot of some really good games. So if anyone else wants to hop on, make sure you hop in. I'm put another link in the comments. If anyone else has any questions, you can go ahead and hop on. But we touched on something that was really common, is this laziness that everybody has. Like everyone has this, like, you can't let the fear of getting it wrong make you inactive. You can't. You cannot. You have to move. You have to move. You have to move. You got to do something. You can't just sit around. You got to do something. So I got somebody else backstage. We'll bring somebody else on. Let's keep doing this. I'm liking the way that these go. I like these. I like these styles. So if you guys are liking it, make sure you hit the like button. If you come in, have some manners. Hit that like button for your boy, so more people in the community can get this game. Let's bring somebody else up. Kenny, looks like we got a Kenny backstage. Shout out to Kenny, man. What's up, Kenny? Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored, man. I got no complaints whatsoever, man. How's life for you?
Never. Everything's good. Gratitude as always. I just got a
Absolutely.
question. So I've been a part of a franchise for a cleaning business for the past 2 years, and I'm pretty sure there's a non-compete agreement with that. I'm not loving some of the contracts that we have. What's the best way to at least put steps towards at least getting my own like clientele?
So, I mean, you would have to kind of go over your non-compete. And so,
Definitely.
yeah, I don't know what kind of non-compete. Are you like not allowed to? Because some non-competes are you're not allowed to go after clients that are directly like that you made contact with through your franchise. So that's one version of it. Another version of it is you can't go and work directly from anyone who's shown interest or in things. And some non-competes don't even say that you can't go and start your own company. I really don't think that can exist. So I know you own a franchise, but I don't think there's a law or there can be some non-compete that says you can't go and start your own independent company on the side of that. Or so you would really have to scour your non-compete to see what it is that they're trying to prevent you from doing. And so, like, because I have a non-compete for my employees, but it's only that they can't go and work directly for a client that we service, like right now. So like they can't start cleaning for one of our clients, take the client, and then the client fires us, and they're still the cleaner there. That's the only thing my non-compete prevents. I don't care if you go and start another cleaning business right next door to me. I really don't. I don't care if you work for two cleaning businesses at the same time. But but for franchises, like their non-compete is going to be to protect whatever it is that is important for them to protect. So that's why really scouring that
100%.
non-compete to see what exactly it is that they're trying to prevent you from doing. Because you may be free and clear, which I'm leaning toward that's probably the case. You're probably free and clear to just go and be independent, because I can't imagine any law that says you can't just go and be independent. An independent company
Mhm.
can't exist because you've owned a different type of company. That'd be like if I bought a McDonald's franchise and then I for some reason I couldn't open up a Burger King franchise because I own a McDonald's franchise. That doesn't make sense. Or I can't if I own a McDonald's franchise and they say non-compete, it means I can't sell sandwiches if I want to. Like that
Right.
that just seems weird, So definitely scour that non-compete and just make sure that's the case. But I can't imagine that you can't go independent. So I know I got a buddy, AJ. His name's AJ Simmons. He's big on YouTube as well. He started with a franchise and then went the independent route. I think I think he may have had like a non-compete where he had to do some work maybe in a different area for a little while until that was over. But even that, it could still be worth it. But at least that way you get to kind of start to build some revenue and start to get some business acumen of running the business on your own while that non-compete is still kind of timing itself out, if that is the case. But how as far as like the franchise, that's not something I have a whole lot of familiarity with. So I'm gonna ask you a question. What has that process been like? How's that been for you? What
Oh
is
man,
it- franchise?
it's really limiting, The way the process has been for us, it's more so of they provide us different contracts. They reach out to the clients, and we have to sign on a contract for the client, whether we would want to pay the finder's fee. So
Mm,
finder's fees are, I think it's a certain percentage of what that contract is worth, and you can either pay 4, 6, or a year. And then if you pay a year, it comes with interest, of course. So generally, it's like, hey, I want to pay this off as soon as possible. That way, I can at least make some profit from this, because you never know what kind of client you're gonna get.
you're gonna get
Especially some cases, some clients are really picky. Other clients are more nonchalant. Like as long as
Mhm.
it's clean, as long as the
They
trash is
won't
taken
care.
out, like you're good. But just the profit margins with it all are just like really, like it feels like, hey, this building is this amount of square feet. I should be at least making a little bit more than this.
That's what I've noticed that everyone feels about working with a franchise on any level, in any industry, is that they got to have their piece, and like so
Definitely.
I usually don't suggest a franchise for someone starting a business. It's not like if you're new to entrepreneurship, then I wouldn't go the franchise route. So like if there's different types of ways people like approach being an entrepreneur. Franchising I see as more of the I'm already successful in one industry. I have cash in the bank. I don't want to pay taxes on some money I made this year, so I'm going to roll that money into some investments, and those can be franchises. I'll go buy a Jan Pro or a McDonald's or a whatever, or something that it's supposed to be something that you invest your money in, and you're not like it happens by itself. That's how I view franchises in my head as far as an entrepreneur. It's not something you go in and you want to run. That's I don't think that's what franchises are best for. I think they're investment vehicles. I think they're really great investment vehicles because they should be very low physical activity, low requirement from the owner. That would be the point of going into a franchise. Is you own it in an area, they're going to bring you clients, they're going to take their fees, you're going to take a small percentage because you don't do anything. That's kind of how that should be. On the independent side, it's a completely different ball game. It is a complete, like, you get that check from one of your clients that pays you $8,000-$10,000 a month, and you get to do whatever you want with that check. You ain't got to pay nobody if you don't want to. You can keep it and clean yourself. You can put more money into marketing, go after a different type of company, change your company, change your colors or what have you. It's just a completely different ball game. But within that, you have to learn how to get your own clients. And that's where the big difference is that you have to get your own clients. You have to get good at marketing and get good at sales and, study those type of things. So it's definitely different. But I've thought about starting my own franchise organization as well. I don't like it so much that it's hard for me to even do it. So not only would I not like go and buy a franchise, but I dislike it so much that I couldn't even offer it to people to hey, can I start one of your G code things in my state? And I'm like, no, because then I gotta charge you. That's gonna eat your profit margin. You're not gonna like it. And I'm like, I don't really know how to make that work. But bro, kudos to you for being in business. Like, that's still a big step because getting into franchises isn't free. So you have to already be you're good with money, good with business to even get into having a franchise. So I'm incredibly proud of you just in that and just in being in business. And now that you're starting to see, you got the rose-colored glasses off now, and now that you can see what this business really is, and you're starting to see that independent is probably the way to go.
It's like, what's the next step to this? How can I get clientele? How can I find people to work with, or potentially even do subcontracting?
Yeah.
In the future,
Oh, but that's something you'll never struggle to find subcontractors. There's ton of cleaning businesses in every area that are just waiting for work because they don't want to do the work to find out how to get clients themselves. So so I would start taking up your internet real estate with whatever name that you're going to go with for your cleaning business. Start thinking about brand and start building out these things and just have it ready to go once you know what's in that non-compete. Once you scour that non-compete and you know what's in there, just have everything kind of ready to go. And that way you can decide whether you want to start in a different area that you're allowed to start in, or if you can just kind of go full force where you are and try to make up the revenue that you're missing from your franchise. And so that's kind of how I would approach it.
100%.
Yeah, man. But congratulations, man. Being in business is hard. It's not an easy thing, man. It's a struggle, man, and people don't realize that. Like, people say it's lonely at the top, and it's not lonely because people aren't around. It's lonely because you're the only person who actually wants to do the work. You're the only person who's like really risking life and limb for the dream, and so that's why it's lonely. So stay in it, stay focused, man. If you need anything, I am here for you. All right.
I much appreciate it, man. Love your channel.
Build that website.
I just recently found out you were on TikTok, man, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even know you were on here.
Bro, my social media game on this platform for this channel is trash. Like, my IG is trash, my TikTok is trash. I don't even have LinkedIn. I'm last minute on all this stuff. So, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So all y'all who don't know, I'm on TikTok, I'm on IG. Go and support me over there. I got like 78 followers on TikTok. So go over there and help your boy out. and yeah, go follow me on IG too. And I'm really responsive on IG because I don't have that many followers, so it's easy to get a hold of me. So if you're struggling to get a hold of me, that's a quick way. I got like 50 people on there, so it's really easy to send me a message. It dings my phone. It's right here, and you get to holler at me. So if you guys need anything, I'm always here. But yeah, and I appreciate you. Best of luck to you out there, man. I hope you kill it. All right, keep killing it.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's see who else we got backstage. What's going on in the comments? Let me get a second to. So, Will, I'm gonna bring Chill Will on real quick to make sure before I lose him. How's it going, Will?
What's going on, big bro?
Hey, I appreciate you hopping on, man. Thank you so much. I wanted to bring you on before I lost you real quick, but I did want to kind of just
Oh,
tap into the comments, make
oh
sure I was
yeah, I
paying
was gonna
attention to
stick
people.
around. Don't worry, I was gonna
Yeah,
stick
yeah, stick
around.
around for me. So we got Southern Cali in the building. Jenny on the spot had a question. Said, "Do you hire someone for HR training? I'm thinking of hiring someone to help me with building a training plan for my cleaners that I'm currently interviewed recently." Jenny, absolutely, yes. So you can start out with someone. The big thing is everyone thinks this person has to be a full-time employee. This trainer or HR person uh, or whoever's going to help you like with the training for your employees doesn't have to be full-time. That can be someone who comes in for 15 hours a week, 3 days a week, or even 1 day a week or what have you, just to kind of do interviews and train people who in new locations. That doesn't have to be a full-time 40-hour a week person. So you can start there. That bring that person in part-time. Training, you can put like basic training you can do via video for free or from any of these LMS platforms. So that's kind of where I would start with that. But I do have someone, but it wasn't always like that. In the beginning, you bring on someone part-time or you move up a cleaner who can clean and also do some of those tasks for the extra hours that you're going to pay them. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny's one of the OGs of the channel, so I'm always quick to jump in anytime she's has a question because I watched her growth from the beginning to where she is now, and she's killing it. So I'm waiting for her to get to 2 million so she can take over my shit. I'm like, hey, you can have it, Jenny. Go ahead. All right, man. Appreciate you for being on, Will. I like the name Chill Will. That's dope. I wish I could had a cool YouTube name when I started mine, but I was like 15 years old. So
It's all good.
how's
It's all
business,
good.
man? How's everything going for you?
I told you, man. I'm just now like in the beginning stages. I'm putting my website together now. My equipment just came like last week. I'm waiting
Nice,
on
nice.
my shirts to come in. That should
Sure.
be here end of the week. So I plan on being up and rolling like at least by the end of next week.
Good.
But I was doing some research on like other cleaning companies in my area, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no experience cleaning. Like, I clean my house and all that, but I'm like,
It's not much different, I promise you.
yeah, that's why I said like no disrespect to the cleaning business, but I'm like I ain't scared to know how it works. So how hard could it be to actually
Exactly.
clean?
Yeah, I mean, there's like I had the same fear because I was like, man, I'm never like if there's like some type of like super chemical like thing that I'm supposed to know going into this, like then I don't know that, and so I'm that was kind of my fear. I was like, I don't want to go and try to use the wrong thing on something and not end up taking somebody paint off the wall or whatever. But it's not like it's common sense stuff. It's read the labels on the bottles. It's hard to mess up. Yeah, it's really hard to mess things up. So
that's why I said like no disrespect to nobody that's doing it, but I'm like it can't be that difficult.
It's not, and that's why that's really the thing about this business is a lot of people get into it because it's not that difficult and it's not that expensive, but just like anything else, it's still work. It's still going to be work, and so that the work filters the people out. So the work filters people who aren't actually business people out because you still got to work.
I love to hear that because that's why I got into this business. I'm like, I ain't
and that's literally it. Like it's people who are willing to outwork or to just not even outwork. This isn't even like a super like cleaning is not like you're not working on an oil rig. You're not like picking up heavy pieces of metal and chain and throwing it around and getting super dirty the whole time. Like this is like relatively easy work. It's just the hard is deciding to get up and do it. It's not calculus hard. It's not like differential equations hard. It's hard like doing push-ups every day. Like it's not particularly hard. It's just the fact that you actually get up and do it every day is what's difficult, and that separates people.
Yeah. So my question was, like I said, I've been doing research on like other clean.
Oh no, we lost you. There you go.
All right, yeah, I see that they offer like a lot of different services, and like I said, me being a novice, like I don't know how to strip and wax no floors. I don't know how to do none of that, but I was gonna put it on my website anyway, and I had planned on like subcontracting it. So my question was like, how do I go about that? Like, do I go and like give the estimate, or should I just like as soon as I get the inquiry, should I just hit like the subcontractors and let them take it from there? How did that work?
Whatever you feel most comfortable with, to be honest. There's no wrong way to like do this business. It's kind of where your skill set pushes you, where your comfortability pushes you. If something seems like it's going to be extremely difficult for you, then I'm going to go the other way, right? So for me, I got videos on this. Like I did the same thing you did. So I had never stripped and waxed the floor before in my life. The first person to call me to strip and wax a floor was Disney. It was my first time, and now I got to go work for Disney. I'm not talking about like that corporate Disney called me. Like corporate Disney called me, and that's one of my first videos on this channel. Is me, my brother, Maddie, stripping and waxing a Disney store in an outlet mall, like probably 30 miles away from here. But that was my first. It was my first time. All I did was watch some YouTube videos on how to do it, rented the equipment, and went there and got the job done. And I just made sure I wasn't necessarily too worried about like how much time this was. I just wanted to get the experience of learning how to strip and wax a floor. And it had to be good because it's freaking Disney. Like you can't mess that up. And because of that, I've been able to lean on them for reviews and testimonials and things like that. And you know how good of a reputation you get to have when you do something like that for a Disney or for a Planet Fitness or for the North Face. Like that's exactly what I've done with all the biggest brands that I've done business with. Like, so you don't be super nervous. Anything that you haven't done yet, you just haven't done yet, and you're going to eventually go and do it, and you'll get that experience, you'll learn it, and you'll get the money for it. Everyone's afraid to like go into the first thing and mess it up. Like you're probably going to mess it up. We did make some mistakes in that Disney store. Like we didn't hide dust before we strip and wax the floor. So as soon as we turned on the machines, the dust started flying all around on a freshly waxed floor. Like we go to dry the floor, we start blowing the floor. All the dust comes and lands right on the freshly waxed floor. So yeah, we made some mistakes, but you don't know things like that are going to happen. You don't know that you need to do that until you go in and you make those mistakes. So we can't be afraid of messing up the first one. We're probably going to mess up the first 5, but you're never going to get to being efficient at it if you don't go through these first processes. And you may not mess it up. You may get it right. You could be scared and you could do it perfectly your first time and have that be another income or revenue stream for your business. So definitely keep all those services that you plan on doing, everything that you think you can do, definitely add it. And whether you want to do it yourself and learn how to do it, or in the beginning, start calling on contractors to have a list of people to call on. So just in case someone's busy, you want to have like 10 or 13 different subcontractors that you can call on in a pinch. So if someone says, hey, we need this done next week, you can call through a list of 13 people, 13 subcontractors that you can form that work out to.
Okay, so like you being like fairly large and I guess in your community, do you
I am not large.
like
I am still a small company I am in Seattle. I don't know what people think is large, but I 2 million in revenue is not like out of 2 million in revenue, I don't even take home like 10% of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not like it's a lot of money, like it's money, but it's not like this the emergency cleaners downstairs, they do $13 million a year. Like, and they're a small company. We're in the same building. So so
I mean large as far as like you large as far as like you got employees. And I mean, like, do you ever like do somebody ever like come across or call you for a job and you like, nah, it's too small, it's not worth it? Do you?
Well, yeah, I mean but that's what business is. It's what you say no to, is what you're not willing to do. That kind of defines what you are as a business. So a lot of cleaning businesses, they clean windows. I'm scared of heights, and I wouldn't even be the one cleaning the window, and I still don't clean windows as a company. See what I'm saying? So like everyone does this differently for a reason.
Well, no,
My
I asked because
all day and I'm trying to do something. But
I asked because it's like a couple of like big guys in my region where I'm at, and like when I got my business cards and flyers, I had planned on like going to their buildings and telling them like, yo, if y'all find a job that's too small for y'all, like you throw it to me. And if I find one that's too big, I'll throw it to you. Like just to start off.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't understand that. But yeah, absolutely. I definitely do that a lot. And I've definitely gotten work like that from larger companies that things weren't necessarily profitable enough for them. They didn't like the revenue on it or whatever. And I'd be like, sure, that's more than enough for me. I'll take it. And I also do that for the jobs where it's like a small dentist office or these insurance things. We used to like go after a lot of like small insurance offices. That's kind of how I started to kind of beef things up, was getting those tiny little accounts where like it's once a week in a tiny one office, thing that somebody rents out. And then now I just kind of started farming those out to like the little mom and pops or the Mexican lady who just wants to clean with her husband or her kids or whatever. So I'll let them have those type of accounts, and I focus on the big actual janitorial or commercial.
Okay, all right.
But you're on the way, man. You're on the way, man. Don't be afraid to get out there and make some mistakes. It's gonna be ugly early. You gotta go through the ugly part. It's like like growing out your hair. There's that weird, awkward stage where you really can't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to go through that part. You got to go through that part. You got to.
Yeah, I can't
All the
wait,
way.
man. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, you need anything, man? I'm always here, man. Don't hesitate to reach out, and don't feel like you can't start with employees. Do you have a job? Are you working like a 9 to 5?
I got a 9 to 5 right
Then
now.
why are you trying to clean? Do you like the, oh, I'm sorry. So I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but do you need more money? Or can you live off of your 9 to 5?
Yeah, I could live off of my 9 to 5, but I'm trying to get out of it.
I feel that. So the smarter way to get out of your 9 to 5 is to I would hire right out the gate. I would bring someone in right out the gate. At the most, I would work a location for 30 days at the most, just so I know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I didn't plan on staying there, but I just want to know, like, I can't train somebody on something.
For 30 days, but put somebody in there, man. Put somebody in there. Don't take that money from your business. Let pay. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You're not going to build a huge business that's going to get you out of your job unless you want to be a cleaner. Then you can quit your job today and find a cleaning account that's going to cover your expenses today. That's an easy thing. But if you want to build a business is people. A business is multiple people moving in one direction towards one goal. So you're going to need people for this. And if you have a job where you can live off that job, then start bringing in people early so that you never get bogged down. So that you never get bogged down. Start seeing what it's like hiring people, seeing what it's like working with people. Get used to doing that. Get used to running your business that way. Don't get too used to being the one doing everything. Try to do that early. I did everything first, and it was hard. It's a hard thing to switch off. You see what I'm saying? Because you're a worker. You're like, I can tell you're like me. You're ready to get out there and get the work done. And like, that's the attitude you have to have. But you got to do almost the opposite, right? So you have to have the attitude. I'm willing to put in the hard work. I'm willing to get down on my hands and knees. I don't care what it is. I'm going to put in that work. But that attitude needs to be switched to I'm going to get the work done as opposed to I'm going to do the work. So I'm saying I'm going to get the work done however I need to get it done. But instead of you doing the work, and especially if you don't need the money from the business, then start building that actual business, having employees getting their checks, you getting used to seeing how much profit comes from that and just pocketing that profit and keeping that in the business, and you grow until that profit matches your job income. Right. And then you can say, fuck the job, or you guys pay me more, or I'm leaving today, like that. And that's kind of how that works. And you may even do it before that. Like you may even get to the point where it's like 75% of what you make. Like your profit is like 75% of what you make. And at the same time, you're going to look at your job and like, I really don't need y'all. Like I really could. I really am okay. Like, cool. I might, if I walk away today, maybe I'll make $500 less, but I would pay $500 not to show up here. So like, there you go. There you go. Build that business, build it the real way, and start learning those things of managing employees and getting people in locations and training them, because that's what the business is going to look like in the future. And you want to start going to that as soon as possible, especially while you don't need the money from the business.
Word.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Big dog. I appreciate you. Thank you for hopping on. I'm sure your question helped somebody. So I appreciate it, and I'm sure the community appreciates you as well. Hey, you have a good one.
You too, bro.
Let's see. We got some other people backstage. Let's bring somebody else on. Let's see if we have penetrated. What's up, my guy? I can't hear. I think you're muted. Unmute yourself.
Hey, what's up, DJ?
There you go. There you go. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you.
You too. I'm student of review.
Yes. Okay. All right, my guy. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on?
My guy's always show love. This is one of my favorite people on the channel. Like y'all gotta show some love to Student of Review TV, man. This dude is always showing love. He's always studying the game, trying to learn and trying to grow, trying to get better. This is somebody whose activity you should be watching, because you should try to match this level of activity of actually trying to grow, actually trying to learn, asking questions that are where do I look for the work? Not what's the answer to this question. This man asks the right questions, and he's I can tell you've been consistent in your entrepreneurial journey. So I respect that. Much props to you, man. How's business going for you?
It's going pretty good. Definitely, growing. So I have a good question for you. How do you deal with a nagging customer? We have a large account. They have different, medical companies in the building, but this is one company in particular. For an example, let's say I'm checking this office, the the bathrooms are full with paper towels, but the next day in the notebook, we leave a notebook on their desk, they'll say, hey, make sure paper towels are full. So it's like once a week is always something. And so I'm just wondering, how do you deal with a nagging customer?
So I have like when customers are like vocal, who are very vocal customers, I like to have everything written. It's black. It has to be black and white, which is why like my software is a really good thing. And the software, so Cleaning Boss will be client facing by the end of this year, so you guys will have that ability as well. But I like for them to be able to see the checklist and to see the schedule, to see which items actually have to be done and what things are expected to get done on each night. So that way there's no question. So if they say this didn't get done, we'll say it's not supposed to get done. You know, if you want an extra thing done on that night, then we adjust the pricing and you pay for the extra hours on all of those nights. But that's, you know, things have to be there. There has to be a system, a foolproof. Like there shouldn't be any question to what gets done or what needs to get done or what did or didn't get done in a location, at least in my organization, because everything is so checklist out. Like we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. And if you know, if something else needs to be done, we've had to train ourselves to not do those things, because that's how you get into what they call scope creep. So scope creep is when you do a certain thing and then you start complaining, or they ask you to do like, oh, well, can you touch up this little area too? Or well, when you're here, can you just pick up this? And then before you know it, you're cleaning this entire location for you initially quoted the one office or two offices out of this building. And then before you know it, you're doing everything for that same price. And so you got to be really careful with those customers like that. If they're already complaining, you have to stay professional and kind of just you know, have your customer service hat on and be respectful. But we have to start systematizing what's expected. You have to manage the expectations of your client, and that means they need to know exactly what needs to get done each night. And we have to have a way to have checks and balances to make sure those things are the things that are getting done. And so Cleaning Boss, if you're not using Cleaning Boss, if you have employees, you can have them go through and actually check off each task as they complete it. And, you know, if they're completing these tasks, you can, you know, until we get it client facing, you can screenshot it and say, hey, this person did these exact tasks. And so this is what they were supposed to do. And from there, you can even give them like, hey, I can tell they were at your location. I can tell they did these tasks. We'll add this thing to the task list, and we can adjust the pricing to that. But if it's something that it depends on if there's things going on that should be happening that aren't happening, then that's, you know, it could be an employee problem. There's something, a retrain of employees are doing something that triggers some accountability. Like, so in Cleaning Boss, we have time trials. You can measure how long it takes to do they would have to say, let's say they're skipping a bathroom. When on my checklist where it says clean this bathroom, they'll have to say, okay, boom, I started cleaning the bathroom. They clean the bathroom. Then they go, boom, I stopped cleaning the bathroom. So now you have an actual time period of when they were doing that exact activity. So there needs to be some level of accountability. And if it's not an employee issue, it's going to be an expectation management issue with the client. So they may think that they're supposed to get something that they aren't supposed to get, are expecting something that they don't actually pay for, or we could just be dropping the ball and not doing something that they expect us to be doing. So manage those expectations and then systematize, make sure everything's in black and white. What needs to get done is in black and white.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, and definitely appreciate all the knowledge you spit out for us. But thank you so much. I'm gonna continue to listen in.
Hey, yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for hopping on. Best of luck to you. Need me, I'm right here for you, man. This is a good one. Oh, right on time, and we are right on time, man. I think this was better than if I had a topic to talk about. Was bringing people on and helping people that way. I like doing this a lot better. I think if we continue, I think this might be the way that we can keep these Tuesday lives going. Let's talk about some things real quick. Namely, where's my damn? So, like I said, we are not on the App Store just yet. So, but if you go to mycleaningboss.app and you add it to your home screen, this is how you add it to your home screen. So, if you have an iPhone, just click on that little share button at the bottom, click add to home screen, and then click done. And then you'll see the Cleaning Boss app on your home screen. But yeah, you go to mycleaningboss.app. Also, The podcast, I'm going to start focusing a lot more on the podcast and video. So the video form of the podcast will be for members of the channel only. So if you are a channel member, then the video versions of the podcast will be available for you. Everyone else will be able to listen to the audio version on YouTube or on any of these streaming platforms that where you listen to podcasts: Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube podcast. So definitely go and subscribe to the podcast on wherever you listen to podcasts. I would greatly appreciate it. I plan on having some incredible guests. I've already got confirmations from Brandon Orr, AJ Simmons. We've already had Tenacity Clean. It's incredible, and I plan on reaching out to like Eric Coffey and Mario Kelly from Believe 313. So all people that I'm lucky to know in this space, and all people that I think can bring you guys a great amount of value. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, and not just commercial cleaning, some stuff for the residential cleaners as well, Airbnb cleaning as well. So the podcast is going to be absolutely incredible. So go and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. It means a lot to me, and I think it's going to bring a lot of value to the community. So, but like I was saying about the app, we are not on the App Store. So you will have to go to mycleaningboss.app, and it's a free trial. It's free for the first 2 weeks. So you can try it. Get your employees set up. I'm making some guides and some videos right now today. Hopefully get those out via email to everyone who's on the email list. And hopefully the videos will you'll see the videos pop up on the channel as I'm kind of just making how-to videos for using the app and kind of the benefits of. But definitely check out the website, mycleaningboss.app, if you're kind of ready to go ahead and just get into it. But if you need more to learn, you want to learn a little bit more about the app and kind of the benefits and kind of the things that we do, then you can go to mycleaningboss.com and you can check out the content that we have over there as well. But if you want to just start your free trial, then go ahead, mycleaningboss.app, and start systematizing your business. And but yeah, there's another reason why I almost don't want to do the Tuesday lives anymore, because right now would be a great time for me to be recording these how-to videos and these instructional videos for this app so that you guys can know how to use it. But I believe it's somewhat intuitive, and I'll get to it. And but we'll try to keep these Tuesday lives going for as long as possible. I really appreciate everybody being here. This was a great one. Let's see. Oh, here's a question. I want to answer this question really quick. So I'm going to pull this down and bring this question up. Let's hide this. Somebody had a question that I really like. I think it was the last question on here. King Vaughn says, how do you get the money to hire employees? Grants, or do you wait until you grow enough? You must be new around here, buddy. Can someone, can anyone else possibly inform Kenny on how we get money to pay employees? Because I don't know why you think that you wouldn't have money to pay your employees. If you have clients, you have money. You should have money. My clients, when they pay me, I pay my employees. They pay me for the month of service that's about to happen. And then you don't have to stress about how to pay your employees. Ask for your money. Nobody should be working for free, and that includes you. So let's see. But yes, there we go. There's an answer for your question right there. Get the money up front. Oscar Ortiz. Ask for your money, man. You're a small business. If you don't have any savings, and if you haven't saved up enough money, haven't worked enough to save up enough money to have some a monetary buffer, then you got to get them. You got to get paid up front. You have no choice. You don't have any money. You can't afford to give someone a loan because you don't have any money. So get paid up front until you can afford to do something else. That's it. Got to get paid up front. And that's how you can afford to pay your employees. And you can pay your employees well because you'll have the money already. You can pay them because you know what's in the bank account. You're cash positive. You don't have to run a cash negative. A lot of people say businesses aren't profitable for the first 2 years. I was profitable day one. Day one, I made money. I haven't lost money yet. Day one, cash positive from day one. That's a flex. That should be your flex. Cash positive from day one. Get the money up front. I'm really big on that. Really, really big on that. Javier says, try to hop on, but my mic isn't working. Let's see. There's a 2 more question. What do you determine when you should add 35 or even 100 profit? Do you offer free services for clients and a free quarterly carpet, shampooing windows? So yeah, I do stuff like that, Javier. So if I have a client, like You guys know the big gym client that I've had for like 7 years since I got started. Like I do free event cleaning. I do event cleaning for free for anyone who has a 12-month contract. If you're on a 12-month contract with my company, you get free event cleaning. I don't do like actual services unless it's during like a spring cleaning event. Like we have like a spring cleaning event where we're doing a bunch of selling of additional like for new clients and new businesses. We do extra stuff inside of the client's facilities that we already have. So this is a really cool tip for you guys. So this is something that I do in my marketing. So every spring, you guys are aware of spring cleaning. It's a good time to, one, boost up your sales because everyone's thinking about cleaning, but two, do something extra for your clients. So I use that opportunity to do something extra for my clients that we normally wouldn't do. I film that and create media around it and create documents around it, and I use that information and that media to sell spring cleaning to other people. And my clients get it for free. Anyone else who comes in, they'll get those extra spring cleaning things that we do. We don't like, it's not something that a client can order. We just do extra work during the springtime. It's spring cleaning, so we just clean a little bit deeper just for free for our clients. And so that's something that we do. And on top of the free event cleanup all year. So some corporate companies, they have events or parties or office parties and things like that. And so we don't charge extra for those because we're already there. We're going to clean it anyway. So we're not going to charge you extra for it. But that's a good way to approach it. Sell spring cleaning and use your current clients to create the media to sell the spring cleaning and bring more clients on. So Moses Ramirez says, what facilities do you service the most? I mean, 7-day-a-week clients. So like Planet Fitness, they're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So someone has to be there damn near all the time. There's early childcare facilities that they need cleaning every single day. So we're there every day. They're open, we're open, and some days they're closed, we're there. So, but that's the style of cleaning that I go for. So it's not like I only go for 7 day. Like I only go for 7 day a week accounts. I have some 3 day a week accounts, some 5 day a week accounts, and things like that. But I only go for 7 day a week accounts. That's the most profitable. That's the most profitable thing in this industry is 7 day a week cleaning. That's every day cleaning, daily cleaning. That's what I sell. I sell daily cleaning. Javier says, appreciate that. I appreciate you, Javier, man. We gotta go out. Javier, what area are you in, man? I'm about to fly out there, and we gotta get a drink, man. I'll owe you a drink. I haven't forgot. I don't forget when people do things for me. So especially monetary things. Anytime I feel like I owe something, I gotta do that. So I'm flying out to wherever you are, man, and we're going out and get a drink. But yeah, as far as what facilities I service most, I like hopefully all of them I service the most. There's not less necessarily a most. But I only go, it's the style of the client that I go for, 7 day a week clients. Bro, you in Houston? Bro, I will be, bro, I literally used to live in Houston after Katrina. So like my family's in Houston, my brother lives in Houston, my dad has a place in Houston. So so next time I'm in Houston, we're definitely linking up, man. We're definitely linking up. Say less. But that is the hour for us today, man. I think this one was absolutely incredible. I love y'all so much. This is definitely 100% the realest cleaning business community on the internet. Make sure y'all hit the like button. How do we do on the like button? See, I didn't even check behind y'all today. I just trusted that you guys would hit the like button. But let me see if I was wrong for that, and I should be harping on it more later on. This one wasn't even monetized. Where are we on these likes? Okay, we're good on the likes. All right, we're good on the likes. We got some likes. I appreciate it. Good. Everyone's doing well. Oscar says, I'm currently using Koala's like is your app like it? I'm not familiar with Koala. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen here. Someone says, is it like your app? I'm currently using Koala. I have not looked at what Koala is, but I've heard of the name. The name is vaguely familiar, but I don't I'm not sure. I'm not like it's like me in business, bro. I'm head down. I'm like, I know what's going on. I've heard of Koala. I know they're an app that does something similar, but I honestly don't know because I'm so focused on me and providing value to my community in the best way that I know how that I almost don't even see my competitors. I'm not trying to do what my competitors are. I'm not in competition. Like most people are in competition. Like most people are even scared to like give advice to other people in the same industry. I'm not. I am not because one, you're not going to outwork me. It's just not going to happen. I started this business as a homeless man. I was trying to like my only opportunity for survival in this world was for me to be successful. You're not going to beat me. I'm not competing with you. I'm trying to change an industry. I'm not competing with you. I don't compete with anybody. Like there's other, like in the YouTube space, I do YouTube completely different. I'm trying to change every industry that I'm in, every game that I play. I am trying to change that game. I am trying to completely change the whole shit. So if you're competing with me on any level, or you think you're trying to like measure and stick up to what I'm doing, you're lost already. You've already lost because I'm really him, and I'm not competing. I'm trying to change a game. I'm screwing up the way everyone does YouTube. People can't even do YouTube the way they used to do it no more because of me. Like my cleaning business has changed the way people run their cleaning business. I don't like do the net 30 pay. Like every game I'm in, I'm changing. Every game I'm in, I'm changing. And now with Cleaning Boss, as I go into the tech space, I'm going to change that industry too. So I don't pay attention to what other people are doing because I'm me. I'm building over here. Yeah, that's it. So shout out to Koala. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they're doing great. But if it's anything like Cleaning Boss, you're probably going to end up being obsolete because I'm not going to stop until my vision is what the world sees. But I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm gonna get off my high horse. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all being the realest cleaning business community on the internet. And I mean that, man. I absolutely love y'all with all my heart. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. Boss fam, really quick, you have got to start automating your sales process. I know you love your cleaning business. This is your baby, but you can't do everything. You're trying to run a business here. So automate your sales process so that you can have more time to close deals and grow your cleaning business. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the CEO. You're the owner. So you are responsible for growing the business, not doing all those small day-to-day tasks. And if you don't know how to automate your sales process, I have a guide. So go in the link in the description and download the guide. That way you can start automating the sales process and start growing your business and working on your business instead of in it. Love you guys. Keep that boss mentality.
Love, this for all my boss babe. Go do your boss babe. Loving how you boss babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you're doing and pursuing love. This for all my boss babe.